Matthew McConaughey has taken on the role of parenting for the first time on the big screen. I sat down with the Oscar winner and his director for White Boy Rick.
How come we stay, Dad? Detroit. Son, lion don't leave the Serengeti. And besides, it's going to be our year. I can feel it.
And I've never been that specific, even with my agent or something, or going like, hey, you know, I really want to find the father and a period piece in Detroit, or, you know, what it be. So it just had a lot of very original humanity in a place that I've never been, and a character that I've never tried to inhabit.
Yeah.
You know, this I've never played someone who loses so much. Like, meaning over
with so
and over
much
and
charm,
over.
though.
You realize you're the worst father ever.
I'm not going to let you ruin your life, Don. No drugs in the house.
He loves his kids. He means best. He wants to do the best he can. He just doesn't seem to have the tools to do it.
Doesn't have the tools. Ill-equipped.
Exactly.
Has all the want to, doesn't have the can do.
Yeah.
And the landscape had completely changed. You've got to remember Detroit in 1984. Overnight, it became this post-apocalyptic, capitalism failed, America sort of abandoned it. And these rules that Senior was raised upon, like you get a job for life, you get your head down, you can transcend your lot in life, you can be upwardly mobile, and you can have the perfect middle-class dream. It no longer existed. There was no jobs. There was nothing for life. The education, all the principles that he was raised upon were no longer valid. And he is like scrambling to survive and hustle as well as be a father in a landscape that completely changed. He was, like you say, ill-equipped. But I think a lot of people were for what Detroit was in the mid-'80s.
What you said your name was?
Rick.
Alright, White Boy Rick. You got some balls coming here like you did. You should come by the skating road sometime. But not like this. Look like you robbed a Kmart or something.
I noticed that the guns and the drugs were kind of a parallel problem in the movie.
Well, in the making of it, it wasn't something that was profound for me because, again, these people in this time, it's not profound to them. It's a means to paying the rent. It's a means to putting the food on the table. So there's nothing, Jan in directing didn't glorify the drugs or the guns. At the same time, he didn't get sentimental about it and try to make a political statement about it. These people, and it's why the film has so much humor amongst what you're going, but this is a tragic situation. This is part of how the daily deed went down.
Look at this, Dad. Look how we're living. Let's hustle big. I know the players.
I mean, I bring my outsider's gaze to it, and there is a little something there's a parallel between the Worshies and the Currys as families.
Right.
I do go there as families with using the hustle they know and they understand to try and survive the landscape. What we try and do is not pass any judgment. I'm not coming with a point to make or a message or a polemic. I'm just observing and empathizing with that other point of view and want it to be experiential when you watch it. Just put yourself in other people's shoes and try and experience what it must be like with the options you have in front of you, the choices you're trying to make.
I can do this. And we can do this. We can fix our lives and be a family again.
McConaughey also tells us he just finished working opposite fellow Oscar winner Anne Hathaway in a new film called Serenity. Mike Wilbur, NBC News.